Sometimes learning how to live a healthier lifestyle can be overwhelming, but making small changes now can lead to big changes later. Joining us with tips on how to get healthier and get started is Dr. Laura Christoff. She's a professor of nutrition, and she joins us with advice. Welcome, Dr. Christoff.
Thanks so much.
Now, this is a simple thing, right? It's a very simple idea, but some people just cannot find a way to apply it to their life.
Right. So when we think about creating a healthy plate, setting up a healthy plate, a great rule of thumb is to think about 3/4 of that plate filled up with colorful fruits and veggies, and then 1/4 of that plate filled up with protein. Rules are a little different, after exercise. If you're active and have an active lifestyle, you want to add some starch in there too, whether it's a starchy vegetable or some sort of whole grain. But as we look at salads and think about making salads, you want to think about 3/4 of that salad is going to be fruits and veggies, 1/4 some sort of protein, and then 1 to 2 thumb sizes of fat. So that's 1 to 2 tablespoons of fat, which could be an oil, some cheese, some nuts, those sorts of things.
Okay, so that's kind of a rule of thumb.
A rule of thumb.
No pun intended. And that's what you kind of go by when you're putting together your plate. And that way you know that you're making healthy choices.
Right, exactly. And that could be applied at a salad bar or in your own kitchen as you're trying to create a healthy salad. It's really easy to overdo it with the mayo-filled tuna salad and chicken salad and potato salad, and that sort of, isn't really the best, quote, salad to make.
Exactly. Not all salads are created equal.
Right.
Now, I like to obviously fill my bowl with veggies. Is there an amount that would be considered too much? I mean, really, if you get a lot of leafy greens and fruits and vegetables, that all can be very good for you, no matter how much.
Oh, definitely. It's really hard to over-consume vegetables in terms of caloric value. A couple cups of leafy greens is only about 20 calories and is so rich in vitamins and minerals and fiber that that's not going to harm you, right? And so when we think about fruits and vegetables, I would say, go for somewhere between 1 and 3 cups or so really load that plate up, and it's the other stuff, the extra cheese, the nuts, and the proteins that we want to try to eat in moderation.
Okay, so we have 4 different salad examples that are great ways to get in that healthy balance. Over here is an arugula salad.
Yeah, so this is our arugula salad. So we start with 2 cups of arugula, then add in a 1/2 cup of cucumbers, a few slices of red onion for color and for flavor, a 1/2 cup of strawberries, and so there you have, a few cups of your veggies and fruit. Then to add a little bit of taste, you add a tablespoon of goat cheese and a tablespoon of pecans. Now with that goat cheese and those pecans, you don't really need a heavy dressing, so I usually just like to sprinkle that with a little bit of white balsamic vinegar so it doesn't take over the color of the salad. The natural colors are so pretty, but it gives it a little bit of flavor and brings out those natural flavors.
Exactly, just a little punch of flavor. The next salad here?
This is a spinach salad. So this is more of a heavy salad, for the person in your life who likes his or her bacon and eggs, right?
Raising my hand.
Yeah, me too. So this starts with 2 cups of spinach. Add in some mushrooms and some tomatoes, so there you have your 2 or 3 cups of the veggies, a variety of colors. Then for your fat, you can add in a little bit of avocado, a little bit of egg for your protein and fat as well, and top it off with maybe a slice of bacon just for the flavor there. And then you can top that salad off with either the white balsamic again, maybe a little bit of oil and vinegar, just to really bring out those natural flavors again.
Great ideas, and we still have 2 more salad examples to show, and even more tips, so stay tuned. We'll be back with Dr. Christoff in just a bit. We are back with Dr. Laura Christoff to finish up the salad examples and to share even more tips for a healthy lifestyle. Let's pick up right here where we left off. Tell us about this salad.
So this salad is a little bit of a take on a pesto. We often like to eat pesto pasta style, but you can put all those flavors in a salad too. So in the pesto salad, we have a mix of romaine lettuce and a little bit of chopped basil in there as well. We have 3 ounces of grilled chicken. We have a tablespoon of pine nuts and a 1/2 cup of tomatoes. So you have your fat, you have a variety of color, and you have your protein. And I would top that off with a little bit of olive oil, so it really has that pesto flavor, and then put a little bit of regular balsamic vinegar on the top.
Oh, that sounds so yummy. And that's something that has the plenty of protein to keep you full, especially after a workout or something like that.
Oh, definitely. Or just, that could be more of a meal type salad, that you have as your main entree as well with all that protein.
Right. And then the last salad here is a chop salad.
Yeah, so the chop salad, I chopped up a bunch of broccoli and carrots and cabbage, into really small little bite-sized pieces. Added in some beans. You could do chickpeas, and here we have some edamame. Edamame are really interesting because they're the only bean that has a perfect protein profile, so it's almost like eating meat when you eat a soy product. The edamame has all of the amino acids that we need. A little bit of cheese for some flavor, some sunflower seeds over there for a little bit of fat. Sunflower seeds give a great crunch, and you don't need very many of them in a salad. And then if you're, a real meat eater and want to make this a little bit more of a meal, you could always add in a couple ounces, 1 slice of turkey, 1 slice of ham to kind of top it off and give it a variety of flavors there.
Now, you've created these 4 examples so that people are getting a balanced meal. You're including just the right amount of fruits, veggies, and the protein to obviously make it a healthy, filling meal.
Exactly. So we want about 3/4 of that salad to be full of fruits and veggies, and you'll notice that I did a variety of colors of fruits and veggies too, because every color has different health benefits when we look at fruits and vegetables. I put in some healthy fats with the nuts and the seeds, and then added some protein, which is going to keep you full till the next meal. So I'm thinking about a palm size or so of protein. That would be somewhere between 1/4 to 1/2 cup of beans, or about 3 ounces of meat is a great way to think about that.
And just quickly, Dr. Christoph, some additional tips for if you're eating on the go or if you're eating after exercise.
Yeah, so eating on the go, I sort of set these up as if I were eating on the go. The worst thing to have is a soggy salad, right? It's awful to have a soggy salad.
Forget it, throw it in the trash.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of people bring a salad but then end up buying something else at lunch. Constantly my clients are doing that. And so if you put them in separate containers, put everything in a separate container and then combine it so it feels more fresh, like you had your own little mini salad bar, that can be really helpful, especially adding on the dressing and the protein at the end, which can make the salad a little more mushy. Also, if you're on the go, you can think about protein sources that come in a can, such as canned beans, chickpeas. If you're into canned fish, something like sardines can be a really great source of both omega-3 fatty acids and protein, or canned chopped chicken as well.
And those are simple things that you can do to stay healthy on the go. And after, I know we touched on it, but when you're done exercising, of course, you want to make sure you include some type of starch in your diet.
Yeah, so if you've just exercised, the veggies and fruit and meat is great, but it's not going to replenish those stores that you exhausted during exercise. So adding in something like a sweet potato or a 1/2 cup to a cup of brown rice or quinoa, or wrapping your salad in a brown rice wrap or a whole wheat wrap could be a really good way to make that a post-workout meal.
I cannot wait to make all of these salads and to incorporate this into my life. Thank you so much for these tips, Dr. Christoph.
Thanks for
And for
having
even
me.
more tips to a healthier you can visit us online at mymassappeal.com.